My name is KAGAYI Ngobi. I'm a poet, playwright, performer, publisher. I want to say congratulations to KITF. It's been an amazing journey, bringing theatre to Kampala, taking theatre to the rest of the world, and I just hope that for the next 10 years and even more, this journey continues. I was having, apparently at the time, what we called a one-man poetry play at the National Theatre. It was after the launch of my book, the headline that morning. After having a standing ovation, Deborah Simu walks up to me and she says, how about we have this play at KITF? I had not envisioned myself performing at KITF that way, so it was an amazing opportunity that we got that year. That's how the journey began. What KITF did for me was to give me the direction, or was to help me understand how I could define myself as a poet. I loved theatre, I love poetry, I love performance. And so for me, KITF became the space that allowed me to explore my poetry this way. So after the first experience, I just became more deliberate about writing theatre poetry scripts. And it was because I knew there was a space that made it possible for me to imagine or reimagine my own words to fit in theatre. So one of the unique offerings that KITF offers is the exposure of how theatre is also practiced in other parts of the world. It's a buffet of various artistic and theatrical cultures that have been brought to our palette here in Kampala for over 10 years. Being part of that environment also awakens you as a practitioner in Uganda to know what levels you should be looking out for, what are the things that you can add, what are the inspirations that are out there that you can look up to. The other offering that I think is also important is professionalism, understanding how theatre works, understanding the efforts, the resources that go into making this thing called theatre performance alive. We have to make theatre cool. One of the things that I think KITF can do to appeal to a younger audience of theatre lovers is we have to make theatre cool. We have to market it to them in the language, in the modules that they appreciate. Also, there are quite a number of theatre programs that young people are engaged in their schools. I think it would be nice if some of those productions were also given space to come to KITF. KITF, 10 years from now, I would envision more theatre companies from Uganda really competing, producing really high quality productions to be at KITF. Okay. I would envision more hybrids of theatre products, say, I don't know, dance theatre, poetry theatre, music theatre, visual art theatre, and all these other forms that are at least being inspired by KITF here. Also, really putting in a lot of effort to make sure that they are showcased. There are more actors and more personnel that because as a result of KITF have grown the confidence to take on theatre as a profession, and they're also creating their own spaces where theatre thrives.